Alright, so you're probably wondering why I have watercolors and Kleenexes on the floor. It is because I'm finally doing the how to do freckles on your doll. I'm just going to show you the way that I do it. So let me show you Julie, because I did hers like forever ago. I don't even know if you can see them. Kind of. They look better far away than up close. I'm going to be doing freckles on Miss Leah. So what you're going to need for this is obviously a doll. And this is watercolor, so it's obviously going to come off your doll if you use, like, I would recommend wet paper towel instead of Kleenex, because Kleenex tends to leave behind, you know, like little fibers and stuff. And what you're also going to need is a toothpick to apply on the freckles, or the paint I should say, and then some water, obviously, because it's watercolors. And then I'm using Kleenex, but I would recommend paper towels. So I am going to do brown, obviously. Spray some water in there, and then I think maybe some yellow and red, and maybe black, but we probably won't use that. Okay, let me see here. You could also do like a cup of water too, just to like clean your brush off. I obviously did not think about that. And you can use like a paper plate or something to mix the paint on with, but I'm just going to use the lid. It's easier. I'm just going to kind of scrape some of the paint off on the side. And I think I might add a little bit of red to that. Get a little bit of red. And you can use like washable markers too. I've never used those, so I don't know if they wash off just like this paint would. Just with a wet paper towel and just wipe it off. It comes right off. Okay, so what you're gonna do, I would recommend a clean toothpick, but this one already has brown on it, so I figured just use it. So we're going to use this color that I just made, and we're gonna put it on Miss Leah. I'm gonna make sure that her hair's not getting in the paint. You can have their eyes open, so you can have them standing would probably be better, but I'm just doing this to show you. Alright, so you're gonna want a blunt end on your toothpick, not like super sharp. I don't think I have a super sharp one in here. Maybe I do. Oh, here's one. See if you can tell which ones. This blue one is more pointy because I didn't flatten the end. And then this brown one is more flat. So what you do to flatten it is just take your toothpick and do it on like a hard surface. I'm just going to use my laptop thing. Doesn't do any damage to it, so that's fine. So it kind of blunted it a little bit. Probably can barely tell. Just going to dip your toothpick in the paint, and then you're just going to dab on her face where you'd want them to go. And then what I do, if you can see them, is I just take my finger and kind of touch them lightly. So it kind of makes them look a little bit more faint instead of just, I don't know what you would call it, sudden dark circles instead of, you know, light freckles on your doll. That made no sense. I'm very sorry. See, if you just leave it on there like that, like you see how dark that is compared to the other ones? I don't know if you guys want them to be that dark or if you want them to be a little bit lightened by your finger. Don't touch them too much because obviously they'll fade away completely if you touch them too much. I'll just finish this side. And I kind of do like a wing shape like you would for like eyeliner or something. I don't do eyeliner, so that was a bad similarity on my part. For me anyway. If you want them to be darker, you do not have to use your finger. But I just don't like mine to look so dark and like bam, freckle. I like the edges of them to be softer, if that makes any more sense. Do a little bit more over here. And you can add as many as you want. Okay, let me do a little bit more of a point over here. Not that anyone's freckles are actually pointed. just below their eye, but I guess that's the way I like them to be. You can do a little bit more on their nose or over their face, whatever you'd want. Do a little bit more on her nose. Alright, I think I'm done. She looks so cute with freckles. So I'll try to show you the best I can because the lighting is getting really bad in here. So here they are. I could lighten them a little bit more. Maybe like dab them with a wet paper towel to make them look less dramatic because I don't like them to be too dramatic. Here's Julie, if you can see hers at all. I love hers. I did them a little bit more up at the bridge of her nose. And then Leah, I kind of just stayed below her eyes or her high cheek area and her nose. But yeah, that probably wasn't the right color for her. I should have went a little bit lighter of a brown. But I do like Julie's. Picking the right color takes time too, so. She does look cute with freckles, but it's not the right color for her. I would say I definitely like Julie's a lot better because if you can see, Leah's are not as faded as Julie's. If you can tell the difference. That's how I do freckles on my American Girl dolls, and I hope this helped you. Obviously there's different methods out there, but you can search other people's videos to find what they do. I know AG Smiles did one a couple years ago maybe, and then I've seen some with washable markers, which I don't think I like as much. I don't know why, but yeah. Plus there's like a lot more paint on this side of her face than over here, I feel like. Anyways, I'm gonna go now before I judge my own freckles any more than I already have, so I hope you guys somewhat liked this video and I hope it kind of helped you, and I will see you in the next video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye!